OrmondVisuals right here. Man, today I caught up with one of my, the big homies, you know what I'm saying? A great guy, humble guy, you know what I'm saying? A man of his word, you know what I mean? He told me he was going to fall through. He a busy man. I was able to catch up with him. He tapping in with the boy. He tapping in with y'all. So without further introduction, my main guy, my partner, Mr. Carlo Wilkes. What's up, big guy?
What's going on, my bro?
I can't call it, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. I know I've been haggling you, you know what I'm saying? I know you're a busy guy, man, but I need you to tap in for the people, you know what I mean?
Oh, always, bro.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to, tap in just a little platform, man, where we check in, you know what I'm saying? Just like, family, friends, entrepreneurs, and like I told you before, people that I admire from afar. And I told you that, like, it's just, as a person, you know what I'm saying? I knew you as a jit, you know what I'm saying? You always been the same guy, you know what I mean? And I just admire, you know what I'm saying, a lot what you do as first of all, as a person, you know what I'm saying? Like, before I even get to what I'm about to say, one thing that you probably don't remember is that when I was back in Atlanta, when I was down in Atlanta, I was going to school down there. Like, you probably don't remember this, right? But when you came through, dog, and just, you know what I'm saying, embraced me, you know what I'm saying, took me around, you know what I'm saying, restaurants, just being around, you know what I'm saying, being in your presence, that meant a lot to me, you know what I'm saying? It meant a lot to me for you to even put me in your circle, you know what I'm saying, to have me with you, that meant a lot, you feel what I'm saying? Because you don't have close family members to do that. And you know what I'm saying, I just want you to know that stuck with me and that's still with me, you know what I mean? And I appreciate it. I just want the people to know that this guy right here is a serious entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, a straight up and down dude, you know what I'm saying? And without further introduction, I want you to tell them a little bit about yourself and how and who you are and what it is that you do.
Well, my name is Carlo Wilkes from Chester, South Carolina, the same as Omar. Live in Atlanta. I own RPM Motorsports of Atlanta, which is like a luxury boutique car dealership where we do car sales as well as customizations to your cars. I also do remodels and new construction homes in South Carolina, where we're from also. And I've been in the restaurant field, for over 10 years as well.
What inspired you to start, RPM Motorsports of Atlanta, man?
Man, honestly, bro, it was kind of like, I look at it, when I look back on it today, I just knew it was like God's will for my life because, as you know, I've always been into cars all my life, had cars all through high school and whatnot. And it definitely wasn't something that I was set out to, when I was younger, to set out to say that I wanted to be a car dealer. You know what I'm saying? The story just kind of got thrashed into it, going through my situation. We'll probably touch bases about that, but just kind of got thrashed into it through my situation. And here we are 24 years later.
Strong with it. and you pull up anywhere, front door service, right?
Oh yeah, I don't care where you at. We'll pull up to your door. You ain't got to go nowhere.
Can you get it overseas? Can you get it overseas?
If need be.
Even with so let me ask you this: like with everything going on, is any like the tariffs, anything affecting you?
Not as of yet. Back when COVID hit, a lot of this stuff, it affected the new car dealers. But me as I do mostly pre-owned, so it wasn't really affecting me. I mean, at that particular time, prices on pre-owned cars were up. So I was winning during COVID, But the tariffs, if this tariff thing take off, it probably would affect more of the new car dealers more so than pre-owned dealers. I mean, of course, pre-owned cars will go up. The price of those will go up like they did during COVID. But as of now, everything is still normal.
What sets RPM Motorsports apart from any other dealers? You know what I'm saying? Like, what sets you apart?
I mean, for one, I take what I do serious. So, most times when you're dealing with car dealerships, you're dealing with a salesperson that's just trying to make commission. There's a lot of times, man, I don't even make money on deals. I just specifically try to help the customer, So that's first and foremost. I put the customer first before I put money before anything, I listen to the customer. And I'm trying to, execute getting them the best car for their money.
Have you had any like particular moments of success that you can look back on and you be like,
I mean, honestly, bro, every time I sell somebody a car, man, I feel like that's success. That person took, you know, they took trust in me to find them a vehicle, which is probably your second biggest purchase outside of buying a house. So, you know, every time I sell somebody a car, whether it's a Honda or whether it's a Bentley or Rolls Royce, I'm happy for the Honda customer just as much as I'm happy for the, you know, the exotic customer, because my customers a lot of times don't see the car physically in hand until I show up with it to their doorstep, or either they come to Atlanta and pick it up. So that means they entrusting me to go find the car that I know they're gonna be happy with. And that's within itself is priceless. You know what I'm saying? Because these people can go buy a car from anybody. You know what I'm saying? So when they call on me, it's on me to deliver every time, you know.
And like I know, like in this area, in the DMV area, I know you plugged in. I know you know a lot of people all across the states anyway. But for the ones that's tapped in the DMV area, check out my man's page. Check out Carlo. Tell them your page, Carlo, so they can check out. Just check out how you handle this business. Just check it out. The only thing you got to do is go over there and see and look at the comments and look at the smile on the people's faces to know, you know what I'm saying, what I'm talking about. Tell them your page, bro.
My IG is RPM ATL1. That's RPM ATL1. And then my Facebook page is my name, Carlo Wilkes, you know. And like, I'm easy to get in contact with. You can DM me and I'm going to respond back within a timely manner. Let's just say that.
That's one thing I can say about you. You're a man of your words. You know what I'm saying? That's no cap. You know, man, that's how they say it, no cap. Hey, he's definitely a man of his words. Most of the most important lesson that you've learned just in your entrepreneur space.
There's so many, man. I mean, I tell anybody, know when you get into the entrepreneur space, it ain't easy. It look easy. Some people, you know, make it look easy because social media ain't gonna show you your failures, you know, but trust and just being real. I go to sleep a lot of nights stressed. I wake up a lot of mornings stressed. But, you know, when you were saying, man, you always working out, that's one thing that's like a stress reliever for me. I work out every morning, you know, before I get into the day, and it helps me get into the day. And, you know, sometimes I wake up stressed and it just be God. They just kind of, after a workout or whatnot, they just kind of somewhat take the stress away just to get through the day, because it's hard. I mean, everything falls on you when you're an entrepreneur. Employees don't want to hear your excuses. You know what I'm saying? It's on you.
My next question.
If it fails, it's on you. Even if it's not your fault, it's all on you. You know what I'm saying? It's plenty of times where I say, man, I wish I just had a 9 to 5, bro. I'm telling you, I can put the pressure on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But then I always think back, you know, although I might have some moments where I'm stressed, I had a lot of moments God put me in blessed situations. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, my prayers every day is just to go out and make somebody happy. So a lot of times, I guess God sees my heart where a lot of the times it ain't even about the money. I have plenty of times where I didn't lost money on doing a deal to help them. And, you know, and a lot of times, like you say, people ain't gonna always tell that side of the story. People gonna always tell the bad. If something go bad, trust me, I'm gonna hear it through somebody in the streets. When that particular person could have very well called me, but you know, it comes with the territory. You got to take the good with the bad.
Person that want to get in the business like me, you know what I'm saying? I work a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I got good benefits. You know what I'm saying? It's things with it, but like, I still want to get more to the entrepreneur space. But how is it? How do you take it the way you like? You know, it's serious because you provide for somebody else's family. Like the guys that's working with you, you know, they looking to get paid and take care of their family. How do you go to sleep at night when you like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I ain't meet quarter today, or you know what I'm saying?
People will always blame the owner for their mistakes. It could be their mistake. They always gonna blame you. So it's especially in our culture, bro. Like people don't take responsibility for their actions. You know what I'm saying? So that be a lot of my frustration, me covering for other people. But don't, you know, and it's not like I need a pat on the back for it. But all I ask for, if I'm doing business with somebody, just cover your own, man. That's it. I don't need nothing from you. As long as you can handle your own, handle your losses, don't put the pressure on me. But in any field, you know, even the restaurant field, you know, that's one of the hardest businesses. And so many people want to get into it because it look good. You're dealing with customers that's complaining. You're dealing with staff members that's stealing. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, them staff members that are stealing still want their check. Them customers, they don't care nothing about nothing. They'll eat half the food and complain. So it's like, this is mostly in our culture. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't go to other restaurants and complain. But in a black restaurant space, and I hate to say black business because it's a business, whether it's black or white. But we get the most criticism in our field, you know, and whatever we do, and is against each other. Because we don't do that against other people. You know, we can go into a roof, Chris, and sit on our best behavior. We can go to the Mercedes dealership and don't complain about nothing. But when it's a black business, bruh, like I say, it's been plenty of days I'm like, man, I just wish I had a 9-to-5, or I wish I worked for somebody and just let me grind.
You ever get back in the restaurant space?
Huh?
Do you think you ever get back in the restaurant space?
I mean, it's just it had to be the right situation, bro. And don't take nothing against it. I love that space because I got a lot of clients from cars in that space. You know what I'm saying? And I like the customer service part of it. You know, being able to, you know, people the same as cars, people coming into your establishment and then patronizing you. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about the restaurant space, like there was a lot of great restaurants that shut down during COVID. You know, they just couldn't withstand, you know, restaurants closing on curfews, you know, the distance, you know, situation where people couldn't be, you know, so many people in a space. But it's a business where you depended on people to come spend money with you every day. And every day you got to spend money in that restaurant field. You got to buy food every day. You got to buy liquor every day. You know, you got to, you know, advertise, whatever the case may be, in hopes of people coming in to spend money with you. And guess what? When things like COVID happen or weather situation, the staff still got to get paid. You know, so anybody in that field, bro, it's kudos to them because, like I say, it's hard work. It's definitely hard work. You know, and I got some bros that's in it, that's killing it. You know what I'm saying? But whether they killing it or not, we all deal with the same complaints, the same headaches, no matter how big of a, you know, because that same black employee, I'm gonna be honest with you, they work totally different when they working for somebody else. When they work for you, you know, they feel like you all on the same level. When they go over there with somebody at Roof Chris, they tap dancing. You know what I'm saying? You know, they on work, they come to work on time. They ain't calling out. You know, so it's just a different space. But like I say, in any field, if you want to get in the entrepreneur field, just make sure it's something that you want to do. And if you got a full-time job, unless God told you to do it, keep your full-time job while you hopping in that space. Especially like you say, you got benefits and stuff. So keep your full-time job until, you know, everything take off. Don't just jump in it and, you know, quit. You're guaranteed. You ain't gonna never tell you they failures because they're afraid of them. Right. You ain't gonna failures on social media. Everybody in the, like you said, in the trucking business on social media doing good. You know what I'm saying?
Let them tell it.
Yeah, everybody doing good, you know, but because they ain't gonna tell you, you know, when it's bad. But trust and believe, if it was all good, everybody would be doing it.
Everybody be doing it.
But back during COVID, everybody was buying trucks and everybody wanted to do carrier service. Where are them people at now?
They gone because like a lot of people got out there just thinking just because you get a truck. See, in the trucking game, you got to be plugged in. And you can't just jump on no load board and think you're going to make money. You know what I'm saying? You got to have direct shipping contracts.
You got to have multiple trucks to get them big contracts. Amazon and people not going to put you on that contract with one truck. Because if your truck break down,
you done. But yeah, so another thing, like I got two more good questions to ask you, then I'm going to get into something else that I like, another thing that I admire about you, and we're going to talk about it. You can hear me, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to know, like, and this is $1 million question. You ain't got to tell me everything. I know you ain't gonna tell me everything, because you know, like I be on my men's once daily and all that. But you got to let me know. Like, I need to know how you stay motivated and driven with the energy. You know what I'm saying? It just, like I said, when you're facing these challenges, this challenges in everyday, it ain't got to be in your business, just, you know what I'm saying, as far as entrepreneur, but just challenges in everyday life, how you stay motivated and consistent.
Honestly, bro, I'm like a loner. Like, you know, the people that I really hang around is people I've been hanging around forever. Most of my people I hang around is family. Like, I tell people all the time, I'm lame. I don't go nothing but work, the gym, work, out to eat and home. Like, I don't be outside. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm in South Carolina, I'm with family. You know what I'm saying?
You know who I call, and because I misplaced the number. Who I call, he say, he right here.
Right, exactly.
You know
that's who I'm with. You know,
right.
90% of the time, that's who I'm with. So, you know, at the end of the day, bro, I done been broke before. Like, as you know, I've been locked up before, and you know, but I have faith, and I know it comes with hard work. Honestly, like I say, the gym, going to the gym at 6 in the morning, bro, that what motivates me for my day. I can lay in the
going.
But when I go to that gym at 6 in the morning, Orange Theory, bro, and do that workout, bro, it gets my day started. Like, you know what I'm saying? That what takes me off, because I know my challenge. I'm starting out the day with a challenge. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't easy. Yeah, I can go to the gym and just, you know, people could go just do a regular workout, going at my own pace. But when you go to Orange Theory, bro, anybody who's been, it's gonna challenge you, bro. And that's what keep me motivated, bro. Like, I like helping people. That's one motivation. And what comes with that is seeing smiles on people's face, bro. Like, I never make it about me. And I think that's a lot of times where, even if I'm going through a moment, you know what I'm saying, and I feel like, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this situation, and God bring me through, is because he know my heart. You know, I ain't perfect by no means, you know what I'm saying? But I just know I put the people first before I put myself, you know what I'm saying? And it has definitely cost me by doing that. And I've came to my
gift and a curse.
Huh?
Gift and a curse.
Yeah, it's a gift and a curse.
Right.
Because, like, I can show you a folder this thick, and I done lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, bro, helping the people. And this is like no cap. I got contracts to prove it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, but God always made a way for me. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you think you helping, because my whole thing, when I got out of jail, you know, God had blessed me tremendously. Like, the first 5 years, bro, like, I can't even, bro, if I tell you a number that I had physically, you probably wouldn't even believe me. I thought everybody had this number, because here I am, 20-some years old, 30 years old, and got this type of money. And it just came from working. No, I ain't wasn't doing nothing illegal. And I would just help people. You know what I'm saying? You know, to this day, somebody that called me and said, hey, bro, I need XYZ. I'm trying to do a business. I'm thinking, if I'm doing a contract and I'm giving you money, you ain't going to no bank. I'm giving you money. I'm thinking, like, the least you're going to do is give me my money back, because you feel like that he trusted me. He believed in me. You know what I'm saying? Bro, it ain't all the case. You know what I'm saying?
Like, any like role models, or, you know what I'm saying, people that you looked up to, that got you, you know what I'm saying, on the path of entrepreneurship, or you just, you know, you woke up and was like, yo, I'm gonna do this?
This wasn't something that I necessarily wanted to get into. People kept telling me, man, you should open up your own business. And I was cool, because I had just got out of jail. So I was cool with just, I don't want no overhead. I don't want no stress. I just want to, you know, move him, you know, just keep moving. And I kind of got forced into this opening up a car dealership, bro. Like, that's why I say, if I wrote a book or told a story, it was nobody but God, bro, because this wasn't what I anticipated. This wasn't what, like, this is my goal. I kind of got, like, forced into it, and then I just, you know, took on it, you know, head first. But yeah, this wasn't my aspirations and dreams to open up no car dealership. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I've been in the game 24 years. And it seemed like it was just yesterday, you know. And granted, I got into the car business in 2007 when the economy was crashing.
Right. Let me ask you this: people want to know, do you still got those $500 referral?
Oh yeah. People call me, bro. I'm. You know, it's up to. See, that's people don't reread it. It say up to $500.
I'm glad that's why I say that's the key. Up to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
It's like, levels. It's levels, right?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on if I eat on the deal, I'm gonna make sure I take care of the person that looked out for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, sometimes, you know, like I said, I started doing the gifts, the luxury gifts. Finna be 2 years now I've been doing it. And that was just something God put on my heart. You know, I had sold a house and my cousin, my realtor, she brought me a gift to the closing.
Shout out to realtor, man, to give you show your realtor some love. Who's your realtor?
Latoya Dillon. You know what I'm saying? My cousin, she showed and bought me a Tiffany gift. And I was like, bro, that was big. I like that. And I said, you know what? I'm about to start giving all my clients some type of gift. Everybody did the same thing. And honestly, somebody was like, yo, you should just go buy a bunch of the same thing. I take pride. If I know I'm selling a car this week, I take pride going to the mall because I'm getting content. Going to the mall, I already know who I'm dealing with, but buying them a gift that I know they're going to appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't going out buying them no baseball cap or, you know, a pen. You know, a lot of this stuff I buy for these people, man, they may not have never bought this stuff with their money. So I feel like I'm, you know, I don't want to say I'm introducing them to something, but, you know, something that they appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Not just throw it on the back seat. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Something they like, you know what I'm saying? I like that because that's why I was saying, like, that's one thing that I see set you apart. You know what I'm saying? We talked about that earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the people, you know what I mean, that's getting there. Because like you said, that's one of the biggest purchases that you're going to get right now. You know what I'm saying? Besides a crib. You know what I mean?
And granted, bro, the Honda person get the gift. Even if I was doing a deal, bro, and I was making $500, I still got to get the gift. That's what I started. You know what I'm saying? Some people call me like, man, I bought a car from you. I ain't get no gift. You bought a car from me 3 years ago. I wasn't doing this 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like
come back and you get another one. Come back and you get another one.
You get another one. It's like you go to the store. The store might be running % off for this weekend. Just because you went to the store last weekend, the sale wasn't going on last weekend, you know? But I take pride in buying them people them gifts, bro. Like, that's why people refer people. You know, a lot of times, like, you can go buy a car from anywhere. But why are they dealing with you? That's the thing. Why are they dealing with you? And honestly, it's other car dealers that I'm around. They see me doing it and they see it work. They don't do it. And, you know, granted,
they can't do it like you, though, cuz. They can't do it like you. They can't do it like you. So ain't no need of them trying it. You know what I'm saying? You can't duplicate it. You know what I'm saying? Don't even try to replicate it. That's you. You know what I mean? So they don't try it. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to try it.
And look,
but let me ask you this though. Far as I know you in the real estate space, you got anything that's on the market that you're trying to get rid of?
I got one house that I started on the week before Christmas. I finished it the 1st of March. It just went under contract Saturday. So that one is hopefully be closing on June the 25th. But you know, I'm gonna be buying something else and or either building something else. I mean, I honestly, if I had the capital, bro, that I would put that first before the cars because
you like that real estate.
Yeah, the car thing is always going to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like doing what I do in the car space, but I kind of want to get in a space where I don't really have to deal with people all the time. That real estate space, you buy some land, you build a house, or you buy a house and you remodel it, make it nice, put it on the market, somebody gonna buy it. You know, it's less of a headache. You know what I'm saying? In the car business, bro, like, you deal with so much. And granted, I love it. Don't take nothing back. I love it. I met a guy the other day. I saw a car that I had advertised. Him and his girl came in, and it was a kind of a challenging deal. I just got him approved. He gonna come pick the car up Friday. And this guy I never even knew. This is somebody I just met off the internet. So to me, that's a new relationship. You know what I'm saying? Right. That I'm building. But he texted me back tonight. He was like, look, man, I'm ready to go. Let's go. I'm like, bro, tomorrow I'm gonna get on it. We're gonna make sure everything happens for you on Friday. So I love the car space because I build relationships, because I'm just not like the typical car dealership where people roll in and I'm just trying to sell you a car and I'm working on commission. When I'm dealing with a car, I'm dealing with you one-on-one. So, you know, I build relationships off of that.
So pretty much, like hypothetically, I see me a Range Rover and I'm saying, look, I want, but I don't want it this color. I want it wrapped. I want some different wheels on it. RPM take care of all that.
Anything dealing with that car, I can get done to it. I don't care what it is. So, yeah, you want it wrapped, you want wheels, you want whatever. You know what I'm saying? We can get it done before you pick up the car. That's why I say it's more so of a custom boutique, more so than your typical car dealership. You know what I'm saying?
How important is it to you to give back to the community, like the community that you come from, the community where you are? Like, because I know I've seen you do a lot of boosting at the high school, with the high school. You're a big time Cyclone fan, you know what I mean? Surprised you ain't had no Cyclone bill on the night, you know what I mean? But like, how important is that to you? How big of a role is that to you to give back to our community?
Man, like, I mean, you know where we from. Everybody know everybody, bro. And you know what I'm saying? And even with my car business, 80% of my clients is South Carolina. So a lot of times in business, we go out looking for business outside of where your blessing may be. I know my blessing is in South Carolina, where I'm from. So, you know, giving back is not an amount or a size on giving back. You can do the little, everything counts. Everything counts. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I work in Atlanta. I live in Atlanta, but knowing where my blessing come from, bro, which is the Chester County community, bro, that's why I'm in Atlanta, but I put my time there. You know what I'm saying? Like, as we on the phone, I'm getting texts from somebody now saying, hey, can you help this kid out? I get them texts all the time.
And that's another thing, yo. Like, big heart, dog. Because I seen you give away. Well, I didn't see you physically give away, but I know you reached out to the public whose kids need this. I'm talking about had to be $1,000 worth, over. I ain't saying thousands of dollars worth of stuff, shoes. To my J's, you know what I'm saying? Nike outfits, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just woke up one morning and say, you know what? What you say? I'm just going to get me some new stuff. You just say, man, I got this in the cars I can use.
Honestly, bro, I go through my closet twice a year, and it be stuff I don't wear or I bought. Like, I got J's, bro, I done had 10 years and ain't never worn. You know what I'm saying? And I'd rather take one of them or two pair of those shoes and bless a kid that may be less fortunate. Because I know, like, I just recently gave this kid in Atlanta. I was going through my closet, and this girl I know, she told me she had a family that was renting her house, and the kid didn't really have. So I said, yo, just come through. I got like a chair that I never used, and I got some clothes. And I gave like the kid shirts, shoes, and whatnot. And she like, Carlo, you don't even know how happy he was to get that stuff. Like, man, I'm finna wear this tomorrow. That is winning. That's success to me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we hoard things that, you know, like a lot of times, even in Atlanta, I gather up a bunch of stuff I'm not wearing, put it in the car. I'm not gonna go give it to Goodwill. I'm gonna ride around till I find a homeless person that I see on the street that I can pull over and say, hey man, what size shoe you wear? Huh? Or hey, you know, I'm gonna find it and put it in them people's hand where I know they gonna get it. It was one day, bro, I left church and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go buy 50 5 for $5 meals from Wendy's. Went to Target, went and got like 50 bottles of water, Gatorade, got the meals, rode around, passing them out. I had some clothes too. I was almost back home and I still had a pair of the shoes in the car, and I pulled over, I gave the dude like a bag of stuff. And I said, hey man, make sure you share this with somebody else, man. Don't take everything. You know what I'm saying? I told the dude who was a homeless guy, I said, man, make sure you look out for somebody else. He said, no, I promise y'all, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Right. And the next morning, bro, I was coming from the gym, right about where I gave him that stuff at. And I seen this homeless dude, which wasn't that guy that had on one pair of my shoes. That made me feel good because one, I gave that guy that stuff and he listening and blessed somebody else. But right. God, I could have been riding. What is the coincidence? I'm riding through and see another homeless person, you know what I'm saying, with them shoes on. That made me feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know, stuff like that. Like if I have it, bro, and I can help somebody, I'm a do it. Cause I feel like some kind of way God gonna come through when I need it. You know what I'm saying? And it may not come, it's not like I'm doing it to get something back from it. I just know how to, you know, reaping and sowing go. You sow a seed and you never know when it's gonna harvest. You know, I could be sowing a seed and somebody in my family reap the harvest. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I do either in Atlanta, but I try to do for my community, bro, because I love where I'm from, bro. Like anybody tell me, my driver's like, I've been in Atlanta 27 years, bro. My driver license still say South Carolina. I ain't never changed that. You know, I ain't never gonna change that. You know what I'm saying?
I want to say some things, but they going crazy about tags up here now. Up here in Maryland, the state want all the money, so I'm gonna be quiet a little bit. But I feel you though. You know what I mean? I definitely feel you, Carl. I appreciate everything you do, man. I admire you. I admire everything about you, brother. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give you your flowers and let you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, continue doing what you're doing, man. It look good, you know what I'm saying? Brother, I appreciate you, man. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Continue doing what you're doing. Much, you know what I'm saying? I wish you much success in everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? You and the family, man. You know,
and like,
you
bro,
know what I'm saying? I ain't the only one that admire you, you know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Because I know, you feel what I'm saying? Continue doing what you're doing. You're motivating a lot of us black men, you know what I mean?
bro, I give you your flowers too, bro, because honestly, God laid on my heart to do a podcast. I came up with the name, I did the logo, and I mean, this actual space, I wanted to start it in this actual space, but you know, I like you say, it's always good giving people their flowers because I have a bro, he in the restaurant business, and before he got in it, I kind of gave him a lot of insight and stuff like that, and he killing it now. I mean, he got a restaurant up there in DMV with y'all, Kitchen and Cocktails. My boy Kevin Kelly. And he
located at Kevin. I'm gonna come and see you. Where Kevin located? He up in DC, or he like in Maryland?
Kitchen and Cocktails by Kevin Kelly. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna check him out, and I'm gonna tell him you sent me.
Yeah, he got a location in Dallas, DC, Chicago, Charlotte, Atlanta, and he got in this space in 2020 in the restaurant field. And when I say he killing it right now, I tell him all the time. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Which is,
man. I mean, you should go ahead and get in that space, man. Because I know what you were telling me the other day. You was telling me you want to start, man. That'd be. I mean, I know you succeed in it. For me, I look at it like the hardest thing is to start. Right. Once you start, you already know that. Once you start, you're gonna take. That's like for me getting up, going to work in the morning. That's the hard thing, just getting up. You know what I'm saying? But once you up, you know, you already know. I ain't got to tell you. You know what I'm saying? You can do that, man. Go and do that because the people gonna listen, the people gonna watch, the people gonna follow. You know what I'm saying? Because like I told you, I've been wanting to get with you on another concept that I had. You know what I mean? And we still can do it, but I just got to get. I want to be able to come down and just, you know what I'm saying, spend a day with you. What you were telling me about what you wanted to do, you got all the plugs, you got the connections.
And bro, like I say, even me getting on this platform with you, bro, this is something that I'm just really working on. Like I never wanted to talk in front of people.
Me neither.
Like I mean, honestly,
I want to be behind the scene.
Like me doing I'm doing the event in the next weekend in Chester with Melinda and that. At first I told her no. I like, but then I'm like, as of this year, my friend Jeanette, she had a platform and she asked me to do this interview with her for like 3 years. I kept turning it down because when I get on the camera and start talking about my past situation, I get emotional. And I never want to get in front of, just talking. So this right now, when you call me, I'm like, I'm going to do it because lately I've been wanting to take on every opportunity to kind of practice and get comfortable with doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm more laid back. I don't like even being in front. I don't need to shine. I like to lay back in the cut. So
right. That's why I don't really like being in front of the camera, but I, you know what I'm saying, I ain't got no other choice if I want to get it done, you know what I'm saying? Man, like I say, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that 45 minutes to an hour you gave me, man. Hey man, like I say, if anything I can do on the advertising end, video end, man, reach out to me, man. Cause you know what I'm saying, I don't mind. You know what I mean? Anything.